Welcome, and thank you for joining us for the Eating Healthy During the Holidays presentation. Before we begin, let's review some basic rules for healthy eating. First, you want to remember to eat slowly and mindfully. Sometimes, especially if we are eating on the go or at work, we are caught multitasking or eating while we're working on something else. It's important to slow down and really savor our food. This will not only help you enjoy your food more, but also help you be aware of how much you are eating and when you feel full. Next, you want to avoid overeating. It's important to look at the recommended serving sizes for each of the food groups you are eating. Drinking water is another important rule of healthy eating. Choose water over sugar-sweetened drinks whenever possible. You also want to limit alcohol consumption. According to the Dietary Guidelines for Americans, moderate alcohol consumption is defined as having 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men. The picture on this slide is a good example of a healthy grain bowl with grilled chicken, quinoa, butternut squash, kale, apple, and nuts. Often, we associate healthy eating with restriction and deprivation, but healthy eating is about feeling great, having more energy, being in a better mood, and improving your health. On this slide, you can see a picture of oatmeal and raisin cookies. This is a reminder that you can still enjoy some of your favorite treats in moderation and in the correct portion while leading a healthy lifestyle. There are also many healthy recipe alternatives that you can find online and in recipe books. Can you think of any healthy alternatives? Maybe you can use rolled oats instead of flour for a flourless option, or using pureed fruits instead of sugar. If you do a little research, you will find many options. Let's get started with some healthy eating tips. Tip number 1, brighten your meal. Fruits and vegetables are the foundation of a healthy diet. Aim for a minimum of 5 portions each day. This could be any combination. For example, 3 fruits and 2 vegetables, or 2 fruits and 3 vegetables. Can you think of any ways you can reach the 5 portions a day? Consider having a fruit smoothie perhaps. You can even add some spinach to it. Or maybe have a salad for lunch. Consider adding spinach, lettuce, strawberries, and any other vegetable of your choosing. Aim to eat a rainbow of colors with every meal. The brighter the fruit and vegetable you choose, the better. And don't forget to eat different varieties of fruit and vegetables, since different colors provide different benefits. Green vegetables are packed with calcium, magnesium, iron, potassium, zinc, and vitamin A, C, E, and K. Also, naturally sweet vegetables such as corn, carrots, sweet potatoes, yam, and onions add healthy sweetness to meals and reduce cravings for other sweets. And fruits are a tasty and satisfying way to fill up on fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Look at the picture on this slide. What varieties do you see? What other food groups? We often think of snack boards with cheeses and meats, but we forget that we can also make beautiful and healthier fruit and vegetable platters. You can serve it with fat-free plain yogurt or hummus, which you can find in different flavors. Test your knowledge with this question. True or false? Fruit and vegetables should cover half of your plate. The answer is true. Moving on to tip number 2, swap the grains. Any food made from wheat, rice, oats, cornmeal, barley, or another cereal grain is a grain product. Bread, pasta, breakfast cereals, grits, and tortillas are examples of grain products. Whole grains will provide you with long-lasting energy and a feeling of fullness. They are rich in phytochemicals and antioxidants that protect against coronary heart disease, certain cancers, and diabetes. Do you know what the difference between whole grains and other grains are? For example, white flour. Grains are divided into 2 subgroups, whole grains and refined grains. Whole grains contain the entire grain kernel. Examples of whole grains include whole wheat flour, bulgur, oatmeal, whole cornmeal, and brown rice. Refined grains have been milled, a process that removes the bran and germ. This is done to give grains a finer texture and improve their shelf life, but it also removes dietary fiber, iron, and many B vitamins. Some examples of refined grains are white flour, white bread, and white rice. Most refined grains are enriched. This means certain B vitamins and iron are added back after processing. However, fiber is not added back to enriched grains. Some food products are made from mixtures of whole grains and refined grains. This can be found in the ingredient list. Test your knowledge with this question: true or false? At least half of the grains you eat should be whole grain. The answer is true. Tip 3 is to put protein in perspective. Protein foods provide nutrients that are vital for health and maintenance of your body. Nutrients provided by various protein foods can differ. Varying your protein food choices can provide your body with a range of nutrients designed to keep your body functioning well. For example, B vitamins help build tissue and aid in forming red blood cells. Iron can prevent anemia. Magnesium helps build bones and support muscle function, and zinc can support your immune system. However, choosing foods from this group that are high in saturated fat and cholesterol may have health implications. Can you think of some food choices in this group that are high in saturated fat? Proteins high in saturated fat include fatty cuts of beef, pork, and lamb, regular ground beef, which is 75 to 85% lean, regular sausages, hot dogs, and bacon, some lunch meats such as regular bologna and salami, and some poultry such as duck. To help keep cholesterol at a healthy level, limit the amount of these foods you eat. For a healthier option, go lean with protein. The leanest beef cuts include round steaks and roasts, top loin, top sirloin, and chuck shoulder and arm roasts. The leanest pork choices include pork loin, tenderloin, centerloin, and ham. Choose lean ground beef. To be considered lean, the product must be at least 92% lean. Buy skinless chicken parts or take off the skin before cooking. Boneless, skinless chicken breast and turkey cutlets are the leanest poultry choices. For sandwiches, choose lean turkey, roast beef, or low-fat luncheon meats. Try something new for the holiday season. There are many healthy recipes online. Instead of fried turkey, for example, try oven roasted garlic and herb. It's time to test your knowledge again. True or false? Beans and peas are in the protein food group. The answer is true. All foods made from meat, poultry, seafood, beans and peas, eggs, processed soy products, nuts, and seeds are considered part of the protein foods group. Choose beans, peas, or soy products as a main dish or part of a meal. For example, chili with kidney or pinto beans, split pea soup, baked beans, black bean enchiladas, or rice and beans. You can also choose unsalted nuts as a snack or on salads. Tip number 4, spice it up. Lower your sodium intake by using spices and herbs instead of salt. Avoid processed or prepackaged foods and choose fresh or frozen vegetables instead of canned vegetables. Also, choose low salt or reduced sodium options. Cut back on salty snacks such as potato chips and pretzels. And be careful when eating out. Some restaurants may offer different options. Don't forget to ask if they offer sodium-free or salt-free alternatives. Also, stay away from the salt shaker and other high-sodium condiments. Can you think of any spices or herbs you can use instead of salt? Some spices and herbs you may want to try are garlic, onion, parsley, coriander, ginger, lime or lemon juice, paprika, and oregano. You can also use spices to reduce your sugar intake. Don't forget to look at the nutrition facts label for hidden sugars. You can find this under the added sugar section. Another tip is to avoid sugary drinks. One soft drink has about 10 teaspoons of added sugar. If you are craving something sweet, eat naturally sweet food, such as fruits, peppers, or natural peanut butter. You can find many recipes online that are sugar-free or provide an alternative for it. Have you considered a sugar-free or less sugar-added fruit pie? Maybe consider a crustless pie to save on some calories. You can also spruce up your dish with spices instead of using sugar. Some of the ones you can try are vanilla, cinnamon, or nutmeg. The next tip, tip number 5, is to bake healthier. Use recipes with pureed fruits to use less butter or oil. Try skim evaporated milk instead of heavy cream. And don't forget to go easy on the gravy and other dressings. Additionally, if you usually bake with whole milk, switch gradually to fat-free milk to lower saturated fat and calories. Test your knowledge with the following question: true or false? Eating low-fat or fat-free yogurt is a great way to include dairy in my diet. The answer is true. All fluid milk products and many foods made from milk that retain their calcium content, such as yogurt and cheese, are part of the dairy group. Calcium-fortified soy milk, or soy beverage, is also included. Foods made from milk that have little to no calcium, such as cream cheese, cream, and butter, are not part of the dairy group. Try using Greek yogurt instead of butter, sour cream, buttermilk, heavy cream, and mayo. For the mayonnaise, think of replacing it with yogurt for salad, dips, and dressings. The next tip is tip number 6. Cheers to good health. Choose to drink water with your meals and whenever possible to help manage calories. Water flushes out waste products, toxins, and prevents dehydration. Can you think of any good ways to make water more interesting? Here are some tricks to rethink your drink. If you need more flavor, try adding berries or slices of lime and lemon or cucumber to water. If you're missing fizzy drinks, add a splash of 100% juice to plain sparkling water for a refreshing low-calorie drink. If you need help breaking a habit, don't stock up on sugary drinks. Instead, keep a jug or bottles of cold water in the fridge. If water just won't do, reach for drinks that contain important nutrients such as low-fat or fat-free milk, fortified milk alternatives, or 100% fruit or vegetable juice first. At the coffee shop, skip the flavored syrups or whipped cream. Ask for a drink with a low-fat or fat-free milk, a milk alternative such as soy or almond, and get back to basics with black coffee. If you're at the store, read the nutrition facts label to choose drinks that are low in calories, added sugars, and saturated fat. If you're on the go, carry a reusable water bottle with you and refill it throughout the day. Tip number 7 is to tweak the sweets. Can you think of any creative ways to make healthier desserts? Fruits make delicious desserts. The picture on this slide features yogurt, blood orange, and granola popsicles. As mentioned before, you can find many healthy recipes online or in recipe books that are sugar-free or can be made with less added sugar. Tip number 8, moderation is key. Try not to think of certain foods as off limits. No banning is allowed. If you are craving sweet, salty, or unhealthy foods, start by reducing portion sizes and not eating them as often. What if you didn't prepare a dish or could not find a healthier option? That is when moderation is key. Reduce your portions and pick wisely. Test your knowledge with this final question. What are the 5 food groups? The 5 food groups are fruits, vegetables, grains, proteins, and dairy. The following slide shows some common, healthier substitutions you can try. You can substitute breadcrumbs for rolled oats or crushed bran cereal, butter, margarine, or oil in baked goods with applesauce, cream with fat-free half and half or evaporated skim milk, cream cheese with fat-free or low-fat cream cheese or pureed low-fat cottage cheese, flour with whole wheat flour, mayonnaise with plain fat-free or low-fat yogurt, whole milk with reduced fat or fat-free milk, sour cream with plain fat-free or low-fat yogurt, and seasoning salt with herb-only seasoning. The next tip, tip 9, is to set yourself up for success in the new year. Many people set resolutions or goals for the new year that include a healthier lifestyle. If this is also your case, here are some tips. Set SMART goals. This is an acronym for goal setting that stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based goals. For instance, let's say your goal is, I will eat healthier in the new year. The SMART version of this goal would be, I will eat a vegetable at every meal for 1 month. Also, start slow to make it a habit. Don't aim for perfection. If you slip up, keep moving forward with your goal. Make small steps like adding a salad. Remember, small wins add up. Don't forget, the long-term goal is to feel good, have more energy, and reduce the risk of disease. The final tip is tip 10. Get exercise in. Develop a move more mindset by committing to regular physical activity. Find your favorite exercise or activity to keep you motivated. Try to focus on health and strength and what it means to you and not just on numbers on a scale. Don't forget to add strength training to your weekly routine. The recommended amount of physical activity for adults is 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week. Finally, put yourself first. Practice self-care and devote some time to your interests and hobbies. Visit the following sources for more information, resources, and tools: www.cdc.gov and www.choosemyplate.gov. Thank you for taking the time to view the Eating Healthy During the Holidays presentation.